grade 12 students. How are you all? Today's video is from Beowulf. I think the last part of the poem, the spoils. Now we know that Beowulf, after his last battle with the dragon, he killed the dragon and the dragon killed him. The title of this part is The Spoils. Then Wextan's son again. Wextan's son is Wiglaf. Wiglaf is the man who helped Beowulf kill the dragon. Went in as quickly as he could, did as the dying Beowulf asked. Beowulf is dying now. He asked Wiglaf to bring him the treasure the dragon was guarding. Entered the inner darkness of the tower, went with his mail shirt and his sword. Maybe there is another dragon, or this dragon has some kids or something like that. Flushed with victory, he groped his way, a brave young warrior, and suddenly saw piles of gleaming gold, the treasure, precious gems scattered on the floor, cups and bracelets, rusty old helmets, beautifully made but rotting with no hands to rub and polish them. They lay where the dragon left them. It had flown in the darkness once before fighting its final battle, so gold can easily triumph, defeat the strongest of men, no matter how deep it is hidden. And he saw hanging high above a golden banner. There was a banner, something like a flag, woven by the best of weavers and beautiful, and over everything he saw a strange light shining everywhere. This is the description of the inside of the dragon's tower. On walls and floor and treasure, nothing moved, no other monsters appeared, so the place was safe for him to take whatever he wanted. He took what he wanted, all the treasures that pleased his eye, heavy plates and golden cups and the glorious banner, loaded his arms with all they could hold. Beowulf's dagger, his iron blade, which he left behind, had finished the fire-spitting terror that once protected tower and treasures. Sorry. Alike the grey-bearded Lord of the Gates, Beowulf had ended those flying, burning raids forever. Then Wiglaf went back to the place where Beowulf was dying, anxious to return while Beowulf was alive, to bring him treasure they'd won together. He ran, hoping his wounded king, weak and dying, had not left the world too soon, had not died. Then he brought their treasure to Beowulf and found his famous king bloody, gasping for breath. He's trying to take a breath, but Wiglaf sprinkled water over his lord until the words deep in his breast broke through and were heard. Beholding the treasure, he spoke. This is Beowulf. When he saw the treasure, he spoke haltingly, pausing from time to time. For this gold, these jewels, I thank our Father in heaven. Father in heaven is a king for God. Ruler of the earth, another king for God. For all of this that his grace has given me, allowed me to bring to my people while breath still came to my lips. I sold my life for this treasure, and I sold it well. I sold it for a good price. Take what I leave. He's talking to Wiglaf. Lead my people, be the king after me. Help them, be kind to them. My time is gone. Have the brave Gates build me a tomb. He asked the Gates to build him a tomb. When the funeral flames have burned me after cremating my body, and build it here in this place, on this cliff, at the water's edge, at the edge of the water, high on this spit of land, on this hill, so sailors can see this tower. In order to make sailors see my tower and remember my name whenever they sailed through this area. and call it Beowulf's Tower. Name it Beowulf's Tower, and boats in the darkness and mist crossing the sea will know it. This is Beowulf's Tower. Then the brave king gave the gold necklace from around his throat to Wiglaf. He took off a gold necklace and gave it to Wiglaf. Gave him his gold covered helmet, gave him his helmet also, and his rings, and his mail shirt, gave him these four things, and ordered him to use them well. You're the last of all our far-flung family. You're the last member of our family, the last king of our family. Fate has swept our race away, taken warriors in their strength and led them to the death that was waiting. And now I follow them. It's my turn. The old man's mouth was silent. Beowulf dies here, spoke no more, had said as much as he could. He would sleep in the fire soon. His soul left his flesh, flew to glory. Wiglaf denounces the warriors who deserted Beowulf. Wiglaf, after Beowulf died, denounces, blames the warriors who deserted Beowulf and ran away for their safety, for their life. The Geats burn their king's body on a funeral pyre. A pyre is a fire. Funeral pyre is a funeral fire, and bitterly lament his death. They lamented his death bitterly. The last part of the poem, the farewell, saying goodbye. Then the Geats built the tower, the Beowulf Tower, as Beowulf had asked, strong and tall. They made it strong and tall so sailors could find it from far and wide. Working for 10 long days, they spent 10 days building it. They made his monument, sealed his ashes in walls, put his ashes, the remains of his body, after burning it, put them inside this tower, as straight and high as wise and willing hands could raise them. And the riches he and Wiglaf had won, the treasures from the dragon, they burnt also the treasures inside this tower, rings, necklaces, ancient hammered armor. All the treasures they'd taken were left there too, silver and jewels buried in the sandy ground, back in the earth again, and forever hidden and useless to men. And then 12 of the bravest Geats rode their horses around the tower, 12 guards, telling their sorrow, expressing their sorrow, their sadness, telling stories of their dead king and his greatness, his glory, praising him for heroic deeds, for a life as noble as his name. So should all men raise up words for their lords, warm with love, when their shield and protector leaves his body behind, sends his soul on high. And so Beowulf's followers rode, mourning their beloved leader, crying that no better king had ever lived, no prince so mild, no man so open to his people, so deserving of praise. This is the end of our today's lesson. Thank you very much.